One of the better stories of the 49ers offseason was first round draft pick Ricky Pearsall for what he had to overcome. Obviously, getting shot in the chest over an attempted robbery of his Rolex after he did an autograph signing was just it just absolutely rocked the football world and just kind of the entire landscape in general. Just like we never really see stuff like that happen. And the fact that Ricky almost died that day and somehow miraculously got shot through the chest and was fine and was able to come back and play. I mean, it's pretty awesome. And he really came on strong late at the end of the year as well. And I think the 49ers really can look forward to counting on him as being a key part of the offense as they continue moving forward. But he was also asked today about that situation and if he ever really wanted to meet with the guy who had shot him. And his response was a solid one. So take a listen to what he had to say on the matter right here.
About what caused him to.
Yeah, I'm curious, but sometimes you just don't got answers for that. You know what I mean? For me, I don't got answers. I don't know where he's came from, what environment he grew up in,
Right.
and that goes back for what I was just about to talk about the entire opinions about the whole situation. For me, it's like, I don't know, how he grew up, so I can't judge him as a man just based off of one action that he made. Is as violent as the crime it was, God forbid him doing that to somebody else. I don't ever want that to happen. So whatever has to go into that. But for me, just being able to forgive him. At the end of the day, like I have to be able to forgive him or have that weight off my chest. You know what I mean? And at some point, I do want to talk to the kid and make sure that if I can create an impact on him in any way, I think that would be really big. And I think I'd be definitely open to doing that for sure.
Are you ever
I mean, it's really hard to not like Ricky Pearsall, but I mean, just really did just listening to him talk about that and talking about wanting to meet him to just maybe hopefully maybe have an impact on him because as we recall the I don't know how to describe him, the man, he was 17, so very young. um you know from Tracy, drove all the way out to San Francisco. That happened. I don't know. Maybe there's something that, if confronted with Ricky in that situation, maybe Ricky imparting some like, hey man, I forgive you. I'm not holding any grudges, as the guy who got shot, maybe that could do something for the young man who was clearly headed in the wrong path. And I think like what Ricky alluded to, we don't know what it's influenced him, if he's come from a poor home, like a broken home, or something like that. We just don't know. And so like what he was saying is, I'd prefer to understand, you know, where he's coming from first, because sometimes good people are led astray, and but they're also bad people. So I think what Ricky's kind of saying is I kind of want to figure out which is it with him. And if he is a good kid who's just been led astray, maybe an opportunity to meet him, have a conversation, and could change something. And that's pretty respectable from Ricky. A lot of people might be like, yeah, screw that guy, whatever. I don't care if he rots in prison the rest of his life. He tried to kill me, tried to rob me. Um, but Ricky, I appreciate that what he did and his response and his kind of his way of thinking about it. I think it's very mature. And I think it just continues to show that, the 49ers, say what you want about some of their abilities to hit and miss on guys, but they seemingly have a knack for bringing in good quality guys, good quality humans. And I think that they have learned over time. And it's one of the reasons I've always like really held the human element of football in a high regard when I'm scouting, is because good people tend to turn out to even better players. And let's not pretend like, oh, every good person's just going to be a good player. No, it's being able to find the combination, the combination of elite skill and elite talent, but finding elite people in those same people. Or if you find an elite person in a lesser of a height, weight, speed guy like Brock Purdy, those guys show you how they will put in the extra work, the extra time, go above and beyond because they know that they're at a disadvantage physically. So they outwork everyone. And just finding those types of people who are humble, genuine, um, I, I think that it's not by mistake when you see your George Kittles drafted in the 5th round, becoming the best tight end in the NFL. It's for a reason. Drafting Fred Warner in the 3rd round, becoming the best linebacker in the NFL. They're all great human beings. They're all great people. They're all genuine. They're built the right way. And when you can combine that, you can combine the physical ability with being just a good human who is going to put in the work and the time and the effort, good things happen. So I think that's one of the bigger takeaways from that video is just like seeing that Ricky's cool as hell, man. Like he really is cool. I think it was Jacob Cowan called him the coldest white boy ever. Um, he's just a cool dude, man. You can tell he gets along with anyone and everyone, any crowd, doesn't matter. Ricky's just a genuine dude, and it's cool to see, man. I appreciated what he had to say, and I appreciate that he's part of this team. But I'm curious what you think about what he had to say. Let me know in the comments below, and as always, make sure to like and subscribe from right there.